unfortunately, it's not aggroing my dog at all. I mean, it's good because I got that constant damage from him, I guess. But it'd be a lot easier for me to get damage on him if he wasn't constantly targeting me. Alright, as long as he doesn't have another health potion, should be able to get him down. Hopefully I didn't do this too late. I did it too late. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Move. Come back through this. Ah, it would end right as that happened. Let's freeze him.
Shock! Impossible! Hisra! There!
Decently low.
Let's finish this!
So yeah, that's done damage to him. I guess it's just because he's doing damage to him. Oh, finally.
One day, we shall return.
That might not be good. Now, he said the time for words is over, so I don't think could have negotiated something. I don't know. I don't know what would have happened if I refused.
Is it over?
It's over. The city has been saved!
The champion. Alright, calm down. Just floating on her back.
It appears
Guess we
Kirkwall
need
has a
cheese.
new champion.
Now back to the chicken barrel. Yep.
You seem confused, Seeker.
The champion killed the Arashok in single combat? It just sounds so... romantic.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you're developing a little crush.
Don't be ridiculous. The champion just seems very... heroic in your
Okay,
tale.
that's why he's a champion.
If you're telling the truth. If you are, then... what happened at the gallows may be far different than we assumed. I need to hear it.
Okay.
Let's say I tell you. Then what? Are you hunting for an infamous apostate? Is that what this is all about? Or is it revenge?
No, it's not that.
Then what about me? If what I tell you isn't what you want to hear, will you still let me go?
I will let you go.
Well, now we're talking.
None of this is what I thought it would be. Tell me what really happened.
Champion of Kirkwall. That was the reward. A fine title. Every noble at the keep owed the champion their lives. He wasn't just a hero. He was now the most important person in the city. Except for Knight Commander Meredith, of course. With the Viscount dead, she stepped in to keep order. Things quickly got out of hand. The more she squeezed the mages, the more they resisted. The more they resisted, the tighter she squeezed. After 3 years of that, it all came crashing down.
I know you fear us. Knight Commander Meredith uses that fear to take control of your city. She opposes every effort to replace Viscount Dumar. And you have seen the chaos of her reign. Will you allow it?
That wasn't much of an answer.
Return to your homes. This farce is over.
Wait! Perhaps there are some who might disagree with you, Knight Commander.
Do not hide behind the champion. He has no role in this.
Sounds like you two have quite the little argument going.
This is not an argument. It's treason.
I think the champion's views would be appreciated. Or do you fear what he has to say?
I fear nothing. My only interest here is in keeping order and protecting the innocent.
Yeah, sure.
Rogue mages are constantly threatening the city.
Exactly. Would you have us do nothing in response?
I would have you not paint us all with the same brush. Not all mages are waiting for the opportunity to wreak havoc.
You know as well as I that temptation preys on every mage, no matter how noble their intentions.
You hear this, yes? She would lock you up too if she were able.
The champion saved this city, unlike some who threaten it with their misguided
Kind of interesting
outrage.
to play through this as
You
not
push
being
us
a
into
mage.
desperate acts,
Seems
and
like
then
they do
use
a lot
that
of
as
customization
justification
for
to press even further.
Being a mage.
The Templars are only making the problem worse.
I will not sacrifice the well-being of innocents for the sake of a few mages. I will not.
What are you trying to do here? Cause a rebellion?
The people of this city need to know what is really happening.
And then what? They tear down the gallows with pitchforks and torches? That would be better?
It cannot be worse. Your refusal to listen to reason leaves me no choice.
What I refuse to listen to are excuses.
This voice actor. sounds
Perhaps
really
you are
familiar.
ill-fit to your position if you cannot understand this.
Back to the old take a side or pick a neutral position.
Threatening each other isn't going to help matters.
And what should I do instead? Allow this to continue?
The first enchanter accused you of trying to take control of the city.
The city. I am trying to keep order until there is a ruler capable of succeeding where Duma failed.
And if not, will the Templars rule Kirkwall forever?
Okay, so you just part of the temple.
We will not stand idle while the city burns around us.
The Templar Order exists to guard the Chantry and Circle. I suggest you let the nobility rule the city.
I do not need you or anyone to tell me what my duty is, mage.
I will rule. Let the city.
If Kirkwall wants Meredith to step down, they'll tell her to.
Are you mad? They fear her. Everyone fears her.
Your measures have become more extreme over the last 3 years.
And you could do better? How well did you guard your own mother?
Okay, that was too far.
Did she not die at a blood mage's hands?
Leave my mother out of this.
Cold corpses speak louder than abstract freedoms, do they not? As long as that's true, Kirkwall needs its Templars more than it needs a new ruler.
And when will that end? When will you stop seeing evil in every corner?
When it's no longer there.
Sorry to break it to you, Meredith, but I think you're wrong.
Face the truth, Knight Commander. You are done.
I'm not sure if that was.
That is for
good.
me to decide, no one else.
My. Such a terrible commotion.
This mage incites rebellion, Your Grace. I am dealing with the matter.
Ah, Orsino. So frustrated. Do you think this is truly wise?
No, Your Grace.
Of course not. Young men, would you show the first enchanter back to the circle? Gently, if you please.
Maybe she should be the ruler.
Your Grace. He should be clapped in irons, made an example of.
That's enough, Meredith. This demeans us all. Surely you can see that. Go back to the gallows and calm down.
So apparently
like a good
something
girl.
goes down at the gallows.
You have my thanks for stepping in, champion. If you had not...
So it didn't really, it doesn't seem like it even mattered that I picked a side.
Short of putting those two in cells, I doubt anything will keep them from each other.
Sadly true. Gentle people of Kirkwall, return to your homes, I implore you. This will not be solved today. And now I must attend to the gallows. They will see reason if the Maker wills it. Thank you again, champion.
Looks like everybody leveled up. Alright, so... Still really... I'll put 1 in my health, and then the rest is magic. I don't know if 100 is the max, or if this is just an arbitrary number. I don't know. Alright, so... Probably the greater diameter would be useful. Wait, what is it normally? It's normally 10, so that's a good bit larger. Keep upping his strength. That's all the way up. Oh yeah, forgot. Well, that sucks. That was one I was really looking forward to doing. Apparently I need another point in this. Oh, I guess magic resistance. It's useful. Alright, so she needs some more health. That's pretty good. So he's probably fine on health, so just do more magic. And then, what was I doing last? This, I think. Yeah, that's pretty good. Plus 10% damage in this mode.
Good. Carry on.
Oh wow. So I basically talk to everybody.
Many Qunari fell in Kirkwall when we departed. I am sent to gather their swords. If you find a Qunari sword, return it to me.
What do I get if I bring one to you?
It is reward enough to complete a worthy task. But if you crave gold, that can be arranged.
This is like
Don't you
3
want their
years later, I
bodies
guess,
too?
Their husks serve no purpose. The weapons shall satisfy a demand of the Qun.
I'll keep an eye out.
You will find me here.
So this is where my
I
stuff
suppose
is.
you're just thrilled how the Knight Commander's basically stepped into the Viscount's seat.
She can't stall
out
the
the
process
shop, wouldn't
forever. It's not her place. Leaving the Viscount's seat empty will just tempt people to fight for it. It will cause more trouble than it prevents.
Well, you've got a brain in there after all. I was convinced that headband was to keep it from falling out.
Still not better. Yeah, what I have on now is like an insane amount of armor for this. I got that, yeah, level 17. I don't know what level I am now. 21? Yeah. So I got that a while ago. The boots, technically, just a little bit more armor. That's not worth it. Wait, did I check everything? Backpack, okay, that's nice. Pretty cheap too, actually.
Clothing of all kinds.
Check out these potions.
You want daggers? Got
Oh, There's a Canary Sword. Okay, so it gives me an extra point to spin on tributes. That's nice. Oops. Cool. Still haven't. I think it was pretty expensive because I'm sure I had more money than that before, but it was definitely worth it. It's kind of worth it. I like the blood magic thing, but that's a lot more armor. And then I can also enchant it for even more armor. And then the +1 magic. So how much extra mana am I getting from my current set? 322. Oh wait, I already have that. Oh, I thought that was something to buy. 322, 311. It's not really that. Oh wait. Oh, whatever I just equipped. Thought the blood magic was supposed to give me more mana. That's weird. Well, I guess I'll just keep the gloves of the champion then. Enchant them. That's pretty good. 2 health regeneration. I might put that on somebody else. That's also pretty good. I think though with the enchantments I already have on mine, mine's still better. Let's see what else he has. Limb Taker. What's Avalon got? Oh, it's two-handed. Try this, I guess. Oh, that's not as good. Oh, that apparently is a glitch because there's nothing there. Nothing good there, really. That's pretty good. So is that. Might be worth it for Anders. He has a lot. Alright, his is still pretty good. And that's not any better than what I got, really. Could buy some more health potions. Might as well sell my injury kits because nobody can even get injured anymore. Might as well buy some lyrium potions because I got the money for it. Cinnamon Drought, I don't hardly ever use that. Yeah, I'll buy that. Alright, see what he has to say.
Catastrophe has struck, partner. We are ruined. Ruined.
Yeah, calm down.
Don't panic. Tell me what happened.
A cart came back from the Boon Pit, half wrecked, with a dozen mangled bodies. The horse pulling the cart was the only survivor, and it does not speak. Town full of rotten mages, and not one can get answers from a horse.
Yeah,
I'll check it out.
This guy,
you keep interrogating that horse.
Useless.
I knew I could depend on you. Just like old times, partner.
Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be back. I'll save this real quick. Be back in a few minutes. So now I gotta decide what quest to do. I have like a ton. I hate this place because this is like one of those crazy overused maps. Like they've used it like 15 times. So this seems like, I guess it's in the last third of the game. Don't know if this is as long as the other two parts. Seems like the game's getting close to the end. But I kind of thought I was at the end there for a while. Yeah, so I might as well just go to all their homes and talk to them. Yeah, I guess I can go over here. That'd be the easiest way to do it. So, I'll talk to Fenris.
Are you certain it's her?
An elf matching your description on the ship you named, and alone as far as I could tell.
I need to know if it's a trap.
I did as you asked, Fenris. Now it's up to you. You talk to him, Hawke. I've had my fill for today.
Venedis, first of us.
Fenris kind of reminds me of Jack from Mass Effect 2 or Mass Effect 3, where Jack was introduced. I think she was introduced in Mass Effect 2, but it seems like kind of the same thing. Same character, or similar character. Maybe also, what's her name? Starts with an M. Kind of similar to her, too.
Maybe I can help, Fenris.
It's my sister. I didn't tell you, but I followed up on Hadriana's information. Everything she said was true. I had to keep it quiet, but I eventually contacted Verania and sent her coin enough to come meet me. And now she's here.
She was in Carinus after all.
My sister left Magister Ahriman's service, and I found her in Minrathous. That made things more difficult. But according to the men I paid, it's just as Hadriana said. She's not a slave. She's a tailor, in fact. Getting a letter to her was difficult, and she didn't believe me at first. But she's finally come.
You're worried Daenerys knows?
The more it seems he doesn't know, the more certain I become he does. Come with me, Hawke. I need you there when I meet her.
Yeah,
Where is she?
Why not?
If we go to the Hanged Man during the day, she'll be there, for the next week at least. It would mean a lot to me. That's all I ask.
Alright, so I got that mission. Now I still have to talk to, like, everybody else. Let's see. Go to her house.
Come on, Daisy. You've been holed up in here for days. If you don't get some sunshine, you'll wilt.
I'm not a plant, Beric. I'm fine.
Just take a walk around the Lowtown Market. Get some air, and I'll stop bothering you.
I know you mean well, but I have too much to do right now.
I'll let you talk some sense into her, Hawke.
Beric is
Everybody looks the exact same.
very
maybe
sweet.
3 years.
Frequently infuriating and a terrible busybody, but sweet. Were you looking for me? Nothing's wrong, is it?
What?
I'm sure something is wrong somewhere in Kirkwall. But right now it can wait.
And I'm being a poor host, as usual. In the market the other day, out of the corner of my eye, I thought I saw Tamlin. I blinked, and he was gone. I don't know what it meant. Maybe nothing. Maybe I'm going mad. I miss them all. Even the Keeper.
I'm sure the Keeper would like to see you again.
I'm sure she would. She loves to lecture. I bet her new first appreciates that. I wish I could have seen it. It doesn't matter. I'm here now. Maybe Varric was right. Shall we go out for a bit? I could use some sunshine.
Are we gonna go out? Okay, I guess that one's taken care of. It's kind of weird. Let's save real quick. Check something out also. Are we gonna go out? Just want to check the mic. I guess I could go just talk to Varric.
It really is you.
Yep, apparently there's a
Lorania? I remember you. We played in our master's courtyard while Mother worked. You called me.
Leto. That's your name.
What's wrong? Why are you so...
So apparently it's a trap.
Fenris, we have to get out of here.
Ah, my little Fenris. Predictable as always.
I'm sorry it came to this, Leto.
You led him here.
Now, Fenris. Don't blame your sister. She did what any good Imperial citizen should.
I never wanted these filthy markings, Daenerys. But I won't let you kill me to get them.
How little you know, my pet. And this is your new master, then? The champion of Kirkwall? Impressive.
If you want him, he's yours.
Oh.
What?
I didn't mean to say that.
I thought I was the only one thinking that.
I hope you're joking.
I knew a mage
I did
would
not
be
mean to say
sensible.
that.
I will, of course, make it worth your while.
Don't do this, Hawk. I know we're not friends, but I can't face him without you.
Why not? He might have something better on him anyhow.
Did not
Enough!
mean to do that.
I can't take the drama.
That sucks. I don't want to do that. Yeah, okay, good. There's an autosave. Did not realize what that was saying. It's really messed up. Alright.
What's wrong?
And this is your new master, then? The champion of Kirkwall? Impressive.
Fenris doesn't belong to anyone.
Do I detect a note of jealousy? It's not surprising. The lad is rather skilled, isn't he?
Shut your mouth, Daenerys.
The word is master.
That was incredibly easy. You didn't even have to do anything. How are there more? What? I guess I should. How did I get him? Huh. Where's that? Oh, that makes more sense.
My hatchet will destroy you!
Let's have him.
Try to leave the pretty ones alive! Destructive nature coming up!
Oh, that was pretty easy. Oh. Shades, really? Sometimes enemies don't make a lot of sense. I mean, I guess you could have shades. under his control. I don't know. That doesn't really make a lot of sense.
You will fall.
Now I can finally attack him. Apparently he has corpses coming up through the wood. I guess if you summon them by magic. That's what I was doing. Let's have him. Oh, something's going on there. Where'd he go? Is he down here? No, he must have. Where is he? Oh,
got one! Yeah!
Let's target him down. Why is she up here? I have a feeling he's about to take a lot of damage. Nope, apparently he's out. That sucks, now he's indestructible again. These are freaking out. Those are almost dead. Where is it? I want to click on it.
You go through me before anyone else.
Oh, this will.
It's just. Okay, cool. That's annoying. Now where is it? Seriously, where did he go? Oh, right in front of me. This is still really easy. I mean, Eileen came close to dying for like a second. That was it.
Take this.
This is my favorite part.
Takes a lot of damage though, we'll give him that. And he's resistant being knocked down by this, which is kind of stupid because it's still not really doing anything. Might as well loot while I'm waiting for the top. Okay, that did quite a bit of damage. Did he just... who did he heal? Okay. Didn't want to heal the same person twice, that was irritating. Wow, he's really keeping himself alive.
You are no longer my master.
He's dead.
I had no choice, Leto.
Stop calling me that.
He was going to make me his apprentice. I would have been a magister.
You sold out your own brother to become a magister.
Your sister's a mage? You bloody hypocrite. You really are just jealous.
You have no idea what we went through. What I've had to do since Mother died.
No, there's no
This
excuse.
was my only chance.
And now you have no chance at all.
Please, don't do this. Please, tell him to stop.
Wait! Don't kill her.
Why not? She was ready to see me killed. What is she to me other than just one more tool of the Magisters?
I don't really want to say any of these. She is responsible. I don't want him to go ahead then. I guess I'll pull this. She's your sister.
I killed
card.
my brother. I know what I'm talking about.
Get out!
You said you didn't ask for this, but that's not true. You wanted it. You competed for it. When you won, you used the boon to have Mother and I freed.
Why are you telling me this?
Freedom was no boon. I look on you now, and I think you received the better end of the bargain.
I thought discovering my past would bring a sense of belonging, but I was wrong. Magic has tainted that too. There is nothing for me to reclaim. I am alone.
Magic has nothing to do with this, Fenris.
No? Greed for it didn't bring Daenerys here. Make my sister betray me? You heard what Varania said. I wanted these. I fought for them. I feel unclean. Like this magic is not only etched into my skin, but has also stained my soul. Let's go. I need to get out of here.
Probably still gonna be a mission to go back and talk to him at his house. Be my guess. That wasn't really.
Free drinks for the
I guess 'cause
guards. But
kept him
accept,
from killing
and you
his
wake
sister.
up in the alley.
It's kinda stupid.
Do you feel like a citizen, Fenris?
Excuse me?
You've been in Kirkwall as long as I have. Does it feel like home?
I have no comparison, really. It feels like a free place.
Maybe that's enough.
We shall see.
I guess I'll stop by here. See something real quick.
So you've done well for yourself. I had my doubts the first time I saw you, but I guess there was something to that hawk fellow Leandra ran off with after all. He made a pretty good son anyway. Your mother would be proud.
I just wish Mother had lived to see me become champion.
I know Leandra, and she'd be absolutely glowing from all the praise that's been heaped on you. I don't say this often, but we're the only family we've both got left. For a long time, I thought the Amel line in Kirkwall would end at me. I'm glad you pulled it out of the grave.
That was fairly meaningless. Didn't really add much to the.
I was speaking to Donnic the other day.
Since when do you talk with my husband?
He comes to the mansion once a week. We play Diamondback.
What? Why am I not invited to these games?
He says you get angry when you lose.
I do not. All right, perhaps I do. Still, that's no reason not to tell me.
He's a good man, Adeline. I enjoy his visits.
Fine. Fine. Have your man time then.
Probably sell some stuff real quick. More health potions. should I sell? So probably sell all these. Is this better than what she has? Oh, that's 2 damage. Is the shield better than what she has? No. Pretty good. It's tempting. I'll hold off though. If it could be enchanted, I'd get it, but the fact that it can't be. Alright. Back to my mansion. Speaking of enchantment.
Has been going on for some time. Can you calm him down?
The old lady is scary.
There is no old lady, Sandal. How many times do I have to tell you that?
What's this about?
Oh, my boy sees things sometimes. Says he saw an old lady standing by his bed.
She has a scary laugh.
Yes, well, there you go.
Alright.
It's very shocking.
Yeah, I knew something needed. Actually, do I want defense? I want armor. I'm sorry. Wow, quite a few. Champion, I require your assistance in a matter of great urgency. Please report to the Templar Hall and the Gallows at your earliest convenience. Sincerely, Knight Commander Meredith. Alright. Champion, you simply must help me. My daughter, Orlana, was abducted by foul bandits. One of my servants has discovered she was taken somewhere in the Wounded Coast. I bid you make haste, for I fear that these low-born scum will take her maidenhood. Okay. That would make the arrangement of a suitable marriage for her very difficult. Please return Orlana to me intact. Just, what's the last name? Sphincter? Reginald Thaddeus Sphincter. Alright. Yeah, that's what he's worried about. That she's been abducted, and he's worried about them taking her maidenhood. Monsieur Hawk, maybe you don't remember me. We met briefly, and though it was the most important moment of my life, you've changed so many lives that you probably can't keep them all straight. From Ella. You rescued me from Sir Alaric, and you told me to leave Kirkwall. I want to tell you that I have. I won't say where I am now, but I'm free, and I'm not looking back. I heard the rumors. Terrible days are coming. I pray for the safety of my family, and all the souls in the Kirkwall, and especially for you. May Andraste keep you from harm. Sincerely, Ella. I think she was an apostate that I liked, though. I don't remember for sure. The Wounded Coast is going to be annoying, because they said this whole game is like, takes place in only like three or four different maps. And they just keep reusing them, and it gets really old. Dear Hawk, or is it now Champion Hawk? The story of how you handled the Irish Hawk is very popular here. There are few things that Tevinter's love more than the tale of the Canary defeat. To say the Imperium is a strange place would be a vast understatement. Men and women work magic in the streets while their slaves look on. I watched my own master kill a rival magister in a duel just days ago. Sometimes I look around and think I understand the Templars back in Kirkwall. My studies are going well. My dreams don't trouble me as much these days. I'm hopeful that in time I'll master myself. I just wanted to thank you. I owe you more than my life. I owe you my mind and future. Been real. Okay. So I think this was the guy that we went to the Fade to save. Monsieur. Interest rates are the lowest they've been in 200 years, making this the perfect time to take out a mortgage on your estate. The next Viscount will likely raise rates, and if you wait too long, the chance will pass you by. When the Chantry demands tithes on the Hightown estates, where will you be? The lending houses of Tancombe, Salmore, and Grease can take you through the process of mortgaging your estate with ease and confidence, leaving you with nothing to do but admire your wealth. Speak to our accountant or Merchants Guild for a free consultation before time runs out. Is that actually a quest? I don't think so. Okay, yes, I'd read, not accept. Champion, you deserve your new title, despite what Knight Commander Meredith might prefer. You and I both know what would have happened had you not been there to face the Qunari. I'm sure you received no shortage of accolades from the powers that be in the city, but for what it's worth, I'm sending a gift from the Circle of Magi too. Use it well. Regards, First Enchanter Orsino. Alright. He's champion of Kirkwall. You've done so much for so many people that you probably don't remember me. Another one of these. You saved my life. I've spent 3 years thinking about what that awful Lord Harriman might have done to me. Surely the Maker sent you to shine his light on that Mount House. When I left and walked into the sun, it was like waking from a nightmare. I don't know how we endured it. That place was a spider's web, and we were the flies. I don't know where to go at first. I didn't know where to go at first, but I ended up seeking shelter at the Chantry in Starkhaven. I'm a sister now, and I take my vows next month. They've given me a chance to pay back the good fortune you gave me, and they've even taught me to read and write. Me, the daughter of a washerwoman. With eternal gratitude. Sister Ariel. Interesting. There's a couple more quests even. Apparently there's a quest in here, so there's probably a demon back here. I guess that's what Sandra was talking about. Yep, probably.
Easy, boy. What is it? All right. Let's see.
Please don't open the door.
You've caught a burglar. Good boy.
Interesting.
My legs are cramping. Please, just let me go.
You expect me to just let you walk out of here?
Please, sirrah. I was seduced by a crime at a very young age, but your guard monster has scared me towards a path of honest work.
Yeah, right.
It's the dungeons for you. Go fetch a watchman, boy.
Going to fetch the watch. Dogs aren't that smart. Right?
Smarter than you, anyway.
Interesting. Figured it would have been the demon that Sandra was talking about.
Rana plays the lute beautifully. Must have been one of her duties as a slave.
I'm sorry about your mama. I will miss her.
I can't bring myself to change anything about Mother's room.
Or it just doesn't exist in the map, and that's why I can't do it now. Oops. No, not you. So we can still talk to Anders, I'm pretty sure. Still talk to Anders.
You think I don't know the City Guard is just another arm of the Templars?
That is completely unfair.
If they show up here, I'll know who to blame. That's all I'm saying.
Evelyn's getting in everybody's business.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to see that. I just can't be too careful. Now that the Knight Commander has basically appointed herself Viscount.
She's just waiting for the first legitimate excuse to drag me off to the Circle.
You're our one hope. The champion of the city and open apostate. But it's not enough. The Mage Underground is all but destroyed, and those left have turned to blood magic as their only option. which Meredith knows will prevent any chance of the public taking their side.
There's still us.
I don't know how you continue to believe in me. How can people be so blind? The Blight was stopped only with the aid of 2 mages, one an apostate. But it makes no difference. The Chantry set us on this path long ago. It would take something truly catastrophic to change people's thinking now.
2 mages? I'm trying to remember. Property on a medium Milky Way bar.
Thank you for that tip, Fenris.
You caught them?
Yes, a whole nest of slave runners working out of the underground. Sadly, they never made it.
You always know how to make me sweat.
One less against us.
Guess I could explore this real quick and make sure there aren't any side. Well, there's some enemies. Now they are starting to now stand. Doesn't look like there's any more questions.
Don't like dark tan? Die.
That's pretty harsh. Alright, so what's the next mission I need to do? Still talk to Varric. Forgot about that. Aveline. And Sebastian. Forgot that Sebastian's even in my party because I like never use him. Talk to Barry.
Knight Commander Meredith's gone a bit mad. I hear she sees enemies everywhere these days.
Nonsense. Meredith's the best thing that's ever happened to the city. She keeps us safe.
I have to admit, Anders, of the mages I know, you're the one I expected to go out in a blaze.
The day is young.
It was a compliment, you ass.
No, it wasn't.
I think he's probably right on that one.
If you think that was bad, I should tell you about the Black Marsh.
See, when you say things like that, Blondie, it just makes me glad I didn't know you sooner. Who goes to a place named Black Marsh on purpose? Now, they called it Beer Marsh. No, still doesn't work.
You've got a point. The marsh part does cancel out anything else. Flower Marsh, Kitten Marsh. No, no good. Ah, you've got company. I'll see you later.
Hawk, what can I do for you?
What was Anders here for?
Only place in Kirkwall he can get a decent drink. Blondie comes by here and I put him on my tab. He's got some stories about his days in Ferelden that sound implausible, even to me. He's not bad for a mage. Crazy, but that's most everyone in this city.
I wouldn't say no to a pint.
I should make you buy the drinks, O champion of Kirkwall.
So, what's the word in Lowtown, Varric?
Nothing you don't know already. The Viscount's departure, a vacuum of power, troubles brewing. Get rid of one thread and another appears. I'm starting to think this city's in love with Crisis. Hope you're ready for it, my friend. I'm keeping Bianca close.
See, all these speeches with the companions don't really mean a whole lot, I don't know. Don't feel like they really add much to the story. And that one didn't even... That one didn't even give me any rivalry or friendship towards him. So it seems kind of pointless. I don't know. I'll talk to Sebastian there.
Your husband agrees with me.
About what?
He thinks the Knight Commander's mad. He told me she's gone behind your back to investigate guardsmen she suspects as secret mages.
Even if that were true,
You guys use the chat, I am checking it, so
He
I'll
won't
try to
fight
answer
for her
any
when the time
questions
comes.
that you have.
Would you turn against your own husband?
About my build or anything else.
I don't know if you're lying or crazy.
What? Why can't I talk to
He
him?
was provoked.
The people want to know which side you favor.
Okay, that was weird.
Do you never intend to give a public answer, Your Grace?
What have I been asked?
About the mages. You could calm this fire if you stepped forward.
The Chantry's teachings are clear. Those who turn against them would not listen more to me than to Andraste.
Then you do favor the Templars, Your Grace.
I favor peace, which is not the goal of either side, I'm afraid.
That is more apparent every day.
I did not expect things to deteriorate so fast. I thought after the Canary, no one would wish for more violence. It has drawn more attention than I would like. Sebastian, if I can ask...
Anything, Your Grace.
And the champion, too, if you will?
I don't know about anything.
I can't imagine any way this will go wrong.
What would you have of us?
The Divine is concerned about the situation here. She does not want to see the Free Marches become another Imperium. She has sent an agent to assess the danger. Meet with her, please. Tell her drastic measures won't be required.
I don't want to see the Divine's armies march against Kirkwall.
Surely the Divine wouldn't treat the whole city as enemies.
She is concerned. It is never wise to draw the concern of the powerful.
She is the voice of Andraste. She cannot turn the might of the Chantry against the innocent due to proximity.
Were no innocents harmed in the Exalted Marches? She will do her best, Sebastian. But she must act first to protect the faith.
What can you tell me about this Servant of the Divine?
I was not told her real name. Only to call her Sister Nightingale. She is said to be the Divine's left hand, sent to do work that might blacken the Divine's name.
What argument would convince her?
The Divine has heard my protests already. I must trust your own powers of persuasion now.
Yeah, might as well do it now.
This cannot wait.
Thank you. We cannot allow this ridiculous mage rebellion to turn into holy war.
The agent, Sister Nightingale, will be waiting in the Viscount's throne room tonight. She wishes to remain unseen. The room has been sealed since the Canary incident. It may be difficult to get in without attracting attention.
This is another stealth mission. That's what it seems like. I figured it'd teleport me somewhere. 'Cause
Blessed
it's like,
art
this
thou
can't
who
wait.
exists in the sight of the Maker. Sing of the chant so that it may reach his ear.
Is there anything in here? Nope. So let's see what the quest is. So I guess I don't really have to do it right now. Wait, I already talked to, I have to talk to him again? Okay, I might as well talk to Sebastian again, because I'm already here.
You've done a great service to the city.
Where is he?
I shudder to think of the
Maybe
divine
it just doesn't
sense.
disappear until I finish this quest.
Templars against the Free
No, we'll
Marches
talk to
like an
Adeline,
enemy
and then I'll
state.
do this quest, I guess.
There's a war coming. Does it feel different, fighting by choice?
You were never ordered to kill?
I was a soldier, but I was willing.
I was willing as well, but not by choice. If that makes any sense.
Does anything in this mess? Guardsmen, duties for the week will be...
Lowtown canvas. 5 on, 3 off.
City perimeter by 2s. Clear by 2nd watch.
Training recruits full metal by week's end.
Anything else, Captain?
No. Thank you. Donicus. A good man. I'm sorry, was there something you wanted?
That was really random.
You never said how your 3 weeks in Orlais went.
You're right. I didn't.
Well, good for you.
Anything else?
That was kind of stupid.
Your men could give the Templars a run for their sovereigns.
They've had to. As long as there's no Viscount, the Order thinks they can bark at any man in uniform. I won't have it. The people of Kirkwall need to see themselves in their guard. Lose that connection, we're just targets.
Kirkwall seems to have rallied around you.
I try to keep order, and people appreciate that. Everything else is going insane. A few complaints here and there, but for the most part, I think everyone's just glad the guard has been stable for a few years.
Just checking in. Need anything?
Yes, there's something.
Of course,
Come back
there's
soon. I'll get into it then.
That's really weird. So this was a waste.
I'll see you later.
Of course, Hawk.
That's kind of annoying. So what's it say now? You're supposed to come back later? That's really annoying. Alright, so I'll do the quest for Sebastian.
Hello again, champion.
Which one was it? Oh, okay, it's this one. Oh, it's not. It's not this, so is Anders. Get out. He's probably dead. Might possibly dead. He's around the edge of it. Blood magic is really powerful in this game. It would have been interesting to do a build that actually used it. I don't know if it would be as powerful on the player side as it is on the enemy side or not. That was weird. He just breathed out. Hopefully, I don't have to do any sneaking, because the sneaking in this game is kind of stupid. Wait. No, I guess I should make this my active quest. Alright. Why is it still showing? Oh. It's in the keep? Okay, that's weird. Is it? Accompany Sebastian to a meeting with Sister Nightingale, an agent in the Divine, in the Viscount's throne room tonight. Okay, so it is. That's weird. Oh, I have to have Sebastian. That sucks. I guess we'll go with that. Might as well level him up. Probably has so many levels. Alright, so we're gonna give him some health. And then we'll give him the rest. Dexterity. Hopefully he does not insta-die. Or insta-dies a little bit less. Okay, so increases critical chance. Those are activated abilities. What's this? That doesn't mean much. We'll do it. Oh, damage resistance 10%. Critical damage 25. Critical chance 100%. That's pretty good. Go with that. Those are all upgraded. I guess we'll do more on this. It's kind of weird. I'll go ahead and go with both of them.
The Viscount's throne room has been sealed off since his death. A strange place for a holy sister to be.
I can help with that. All taken care of.
Great experience, I guess. I have a feeling we're gonna have to kill her.
So, even the Divine fears us now. She should. Kill the spies!
Whoop. Yep, how did I know? And she's a blood mage. Which means we should probably spread out. Fashion looks kind of... It's kind of like... Wait, I already killed her? Wow, that was stupid. The stuff that she summoned was already in.
The Resolutionists. I might have known they would be part of this.
Are you Sister Nightingale?
I am.
Yeah.
Or you may call me Liliana. The Divine sent me to investigate the possibility of a rebellion here in Kirkwall.
Without informing the guards, of course.
This is an unconventional situation. I have some experience with those.
The Leliana, who accompanied the hero of Ferelden to slay the Archdemon.
Ah, I see it will be harder to remain anonymous so near the Ferelden border.
You probably just shouldn't use your real name.
I knew the hero of Ferelden. Perhaps you have heard the songs I wrote of our time together. But that was many years ago. I am working for the Divine now, in Orlais. I had not thought to return to this part of Thedas.
Who are the Resolutionists?
An offshoot of a fraternity within the Circle of Magi. There have always been factions that support freedom from the Chantry, and the abolition
Never really
of the
used her
Circle.
very much in the first one.
We
but
have
she wasn't
tolerated them,
quite as
but the Resolutionists have become violent.
squishy, I guess.
They are likely behind
as
the unrest here.
Rogues seem like they are in this one.
I appreciate you stepping
Even
in
though she
back
didn't
there.
really help very much.
Of course. They mistook you for me, so they must know I am in Kirkwall. The Divine has long suspected that Kirkwall's problems were spurred by an outside group.
Like any mage with a brain can't come up with, let's rebel.
And prove the Chantry's point by unleashing demons. Don't forget that part.
This attack proves she is right.
Are you saying you set this whole thing up?
I let word slip that an agent of the Divine was coming to investigate the mage troubles. It is how they chose to react, which condemns them.
A few, wild cards aside, Grand Cleric Althena has it all under control. I swear.
And provocations don't help.
Divine Justinia takes the situation here very seriously. She believes it is the worst threat to Thedas since the Cunara invaded.
A handful of apostates. How can that possibly...
The whole world is watching Kirkwall. If it falls to magic, none of us are safe.
None of you?
Tell Althena to leave. There is refuge for her at the Grand Cathedral in Orlais. She will not be safe here.
These mages are out of control.
Quite a few items. See if any of them are any better than what I got. Can't. Oh, well, yes, she can. Wow, that is so much armor. %100% basic attack damage versus enemies that attack in melee. That's really good. Don't know. Guess I'll hold on to it for now, but wow, that's a lot more armor. It has 3 places for enchantments. It's pretty good. I give that to Anders. This is better. Everybody's just
Hello again,
chill with the
champion.
fact that we just killed a bunch of people. And they're fine. Alright, so where do I need to go now? Oh. Oh, that sucks. Well, the game just crashed. Hopefully it auto-saved recently. It's the first time I've had a crash. Let's see where... Okay, it was right, it just auto-saved. That's lucky. Let's see. Don't have a whole lot of. Alright, so there's not a whole lot of side quests right now. No, there's still a decent bit. I guess we'll do this, return to the chantry.
So your tranquil solution was hardly the Holocaust you imagined.
You've been seeking revenge for the death of one family for as long as I've known you. Are you honestly judging me for trying to save the lives of every mage in Thedas?
But they were never threatened. It was a single man's lunacy. The Chantry would never follow through with such a thing.
Yet.
Have you located any Qunari blades?
This is what I've found.
Do you require gold for this task?
It's customary.
Very well.
What would have happened if I said no? Would there have been any benefit more?
You were courageous to
experience or
speak
what?
openly against the Knight Commander.
'Cause that was such a
Your
small
words
amount
did
of
not fall on deaf ears. Several nobles are discussing, quietly, what to do about Meredith. I cannot tarry here for risk of Templar spies. If you would make common cause with us, read this.
I could use all the allies I can get.
Secrecy is paramount. I'll communicate by messenger if the need arises. Make her look after you, Hawk, and our fragile endeavor.
Captain?
Probably sell some stuff real quick. That's pretty good actually, but I'm never gonna have the strength to use it. I'm never gonna level up my strength that much. That's a lot worse. That's almost as good, but not really. That's really good, but what's my strength at? Let's see. Nowhere near that. Yeah, I might level up my strength just to get some good armor, but not that good. Still don't have anybody that can use that, I don't think. So really none of those are good.
Caught a pickpocket earlier. Other than that, it's been quiet.
I don't know if I'm gonna do that quest or not, because I don't want to kill the Knight Commander.
Go ahead.
Which seems
say
like
it.
what they want to do.
Say what?
I saw
But
you
allies
watching
are
me.
kind of useful,
I was looking at the clouds.
surprisingly enough.
Don't give me that. I know you've been judging me. You think I'm out of control. How can I claim to speak for mages when I'm half demon myself?
The one over there
That's a good
looks a
point.
bit like a bunny rabbit.
Maxed out one strat. What do you
What
mean?
would you say to an exciting trip to Orlais?
Oh, one stat.
I hear the Grand
That's pretty
Cathedral's
much what you
lovely this
do.
time of year.
What?
Sometimes
You were right.
You do like
The Divine
two,
will be
but
taking
not
action
really
against
more than two.
Kirkwall, though the sister didn't say what. You must take the holy relics from the
How far
Chantry
did you do
and
it?
leave for safety.
Sebastian, I'm
And
surprised
basically
at
do
you.
like health, and
Andraste
then whatever
would
thing
not thank
applies
me
to
for
your
saving
class.
a few dusty finger bones and my own skin at the cost of people's lives.
Are you saying you will not flee?
When I became Grand Cleric, I took a vow to the people of Kirkwall and the Free Marches. I will not leave my flock.
Would you let yourself die?
There is no greater devotion than to lay one's life at the Maker's feet. There is no better death than to take the blow for another.
That is kind of morbid.
Sister Nightingale took a great risk to warn you. Don't be rash.
Please, Your Grace. Sister
quite a
Nightingale
bit of
thinks
time.
there will be war.
Then, I must make peace. Settle
I don't know, there were quite a few
yourself,
times I got
Sebastian.
stuck.
I'm in
I was
no
like,
personal
there's no way to
danger.
beat this boss, it's impossible.
I am
can't go
Grand
back.
Cleric.
And then
Who
I
would
took a
dare
break for a
attack
while,
me?
and then I'd play it again.
If you will not
I
shield
tried
yourself,
really different
then I
strategy,
will be
and
your
I'd
shield.
be able
You
to
will
beat
come
it.
through this safely by the Maker's name. I swear it.
First one was a good game. I mean, this one's good too, but I don't like it quite as much. Alright, let's see what quest. No. Sebastian still wants to talk to me.
If Althena won't leave Kirkwall, neither will I. I can't abandon her when the Divine's own agent warned her away.
The Grand Cleric is lucky to have your loyalty.
She'd be luckier were I willing to hit her over the head and carry her away. This isn't her battle. But if these Maleficarum rebel against the Knight Commander, Althena will put herself between them and be torn apart. I must try to make her see reason. This cannot end well.
So now I can talk. He still wants to talk to me privately? Seriously? And where did he go? Oh yeah, he's in my party now. That's retarded.
I'm giving it all up. I made a vow to the Chantry and it was wrong to turn my back.
Sebastian, listen to yourself. You're as impulsive now as the day you turned away from us. Do you think the Maker wants another rashly spoken vow that you'll abandon when the next passion takes you?
I will not.
This is your life, child. Don't spend it being blown about like a weather vane. But here's Hawke. Maybe you can talk some sense into him.
Is the Grand Cleric upset with you?
She thinks I'm fickle, but I mean it. It was wrong for me to break my oath to the Chantry. I've turned against the Maker. And for what? Why would I want to rule Starkhaven and deal with jackals like Lady Harriman for the rest of my life?
Do you see yourself as a prince or a priest?
That's exactly the question I've been praying for guidance about. When I think of going to Starkhaven,
Quest said
calling on allies like Flora Harriman and all the corrupt, scheming nobles, my throat swells shut in horror. When I think about staying, I'm at peace.
If you give it up, what then?
I suppose I must convince Althena my commitment is sincere. Then I will remain here, to represent the Maker's interests as she thinks best.
You should ask what's best for your people, not just for you.
I do not have hubris enough to imagine it matters to the common people who rules them. Kirkwall does well enough with no one in the Viscount's seat. Someone will take the reins. The fields will be planted, the crops gathered.
Definitely my...
No one will notice that Vale lives and isn't there. And I can devote my life to the Maker's will on Thedas.
So now I have to decide whether to tell him to do what he wants to do, basically, or to rule whatever he's supposed to do. Tell him he can do what he wants to do.
You're wise to stay here. No one trusts a man who breaks his oath.
I cannot return to Starkhaven and subject my people to war without a clear sign that it's the Maker's will.
I suppose. Again, I'm supposed to talk to him again? Really? Oh,
Hawke should do it. Kirkwall needs a Viscount.
Ridiculous.
Have you asked him? It would be Hawke's decision.
I watched my parents in Starkhaven. When times are good, the city rules itself. Years could pass and no one would notice who's prince. But when there's famine, when there's war, people look to their leaders. Who does Kirkwall have beyond Hawke?
This is probably a conversation for the two of you to have.
Sounds about right.
You want me to be Viscount?
Andraste said the Maker is king in the heavens, but it is the kings of Thedas who must recreate his worldly glory. I keep thinking about that. Who better serves the Maker? A brother of the faith, or a prince who can sway a whole city?
Every person does the Maker's work in their own way.
Althena is risking her life by not deserting her flock. Could I do the same? It's been 15 years since I lived in Starkhaven. The people there are only a memory to me. Kirkwall, The Chantry, that's real. That's where I belong.
You're a man of faith, Sebastian. You would have hated politics.
You're probably right. Bootlicking nobles and bickering farmers, I'd have sent the whole lot to do penance. I do appreciate you hearing me out. You've been a good friend, Hawke. I will stay, as much for you as for her grace.
Alright, finally done talking to him. Talk to Anders, there's a few side quests to do. Change my party, because I don't want Sebastian. Because screw Sebastian.
I'm going to be trying something,
I really
and I thought you'd want to be part of it. We've both been wrong. What I did with Justice was unnatural. It should never have happened.
Is there some way to undo it?
I've spent the past 3 years researching the methods of Tevinter Magisters.
Why am I not surprised?
They're the only ones who have ever sought to reverse spirit possession, not just behead the victims. I believe I have a formula for a potion that can separate Justice and me, without killing either.
Is it dangerous?
There are always dangers with magic. But I believe this will be worth the cost.
Surely that's worth any risk it entails.
I knew you'd stand behind me in this. Even if...
What?
Nothing. I've gathered most of what I need, but there are some outlandish ingredients I was hoping you'd help me collect. A powder the Tevinters call Celepetre, and a small amount of Drakestone.
Is it just a potion? Is there anything more to this ritual?
No, no ritual. Just mix the ingredients up and... boom. Justice and I are free. And we can take our rightful place among free mages.
What is Drakestone?
The Tevinters used to mine it for their apothecaries. There should still be deposits in the bone pit.
Where would we find Celepetre?
It's a crystal that forms from concentrated manure and urine.
Oh, nice.
Ew. We can't just buy it somewhere?
It's not used by mages here. There's no reason for any merchant to stock it. I suggest we search the sewers. There's an entrance not far from here in Darktown.
We're not looking for virgin's blood or the tongue of a hanged man or anything, are we?
Well, you know Tevinters. They can't throw a Wintersend party without a human sacrifice or two. But I promise, everything in my research says there's no blood magic involved.
That's interesting. This is just because he hates the Tevinters. Yeah, so that's somewhat done. I guess I'll complete that, and then probably call it a night. Wait, that didn't save. So I'm guessing this is probably about a 50-hour game.
Do you
so
still support the Knight Commander?
I don't care a fig for her.
Maybe,
but she's the only one holding back the madness in this city.
Holding back? She's howling at the bloody moon. Even her own people think she's lost it. What will it take for you to see that she's crazy?
Mages in glass houses shouldn't throw...
We'll need to visit the bone pit for the Drakestone, and the sewers to collect the Celepetre.
I'm already close to here, so I might as well get the whatever I'm supposed to get.
A place of slavery and necessity. Kirkwall could not have existed without its mines.
Oh. Do I have to go in here?
Are you ready to go in?
Okay, no, I don't want
I want to look. I'm with you.
Yeah, I don't want to do that yet. Check out what's on here first, though. Probably enemies. Let's see. Pretty crazy looking mask. Dragon. That's a huge dragon. This looks kind of difficult. High dragon. That sounds really difficult. He's.
You will.
Stone Cold work on it? He doesn't want to slow down at all. Who's he tearing up? Does he have Fenris in his mouth right now? Yep, he does. He's in a bad place right now.
Get back!
No, he probably would use it. Doing a reasonable amount of damage to him though. Can't really do any effect to him though. Kind of sucks. Oh wow, they were taking a lot of damage. Don't might just let him die and then revive him. I'll just keep my distance then. Well, the dragon's not there. Did it fly?
Every battle.
What the? What just happened? Why is it up there? I'm gonna take advantage of it. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks.
You will fall.
Oh, now we're out. So many. Oh, no good. That was pretty effective. Oh, oh, that could be bad. There's more still, great.
I'm running for you!
Need to move and do this. attack him right now, which is kind of bullcrap. Yeah, it's kind of bullcrap. Don't know if I can dodge this or not. Yep. So we can just heal up in the meantime. Well, they should probably have moved. God. Anders. I think it's glitched. Is there some way I'm supposed to be able to get up there? This is ridiculous. Well, might as well revive him. Oh. These things got now he'll probably come back then. Be my guess. Nope, apparently not. So we're just supposed to keep going. Move! Where are we supposed to go? Probably can't go this way. Nope. This is retarded. Can't do anything. Oh, nope, we can. Nope. I was about to say, why can I not target him?
What a waste.
That's annoying.
How about you? I'll deal with this.
Yeah, try Santos if I can still heal him.
Go down. Never taunter me.
This is decently difficult, but it's also just not stupid. The fact I couldn't even attack him for like the longest time.
This is my favorite part.
Face me. I stand for all of us.
Seems to be. Must be one. Maybe not. Abilene. I did not get hit by the fire. Oh, that sucks. I did not realize it was that close.
My magic is destroyed.
What is around me right now? No idea what this is. And Fenris is being drawn around my dragon.
Well, we won.
What? I was gonna say we didn't win. Oh, great. Terrific. This is like stupid hard, not even what this thing is. Where am I? What just happened? Need to do. I think I'm gonna have to switch No, I'll go ahead and revive her. It wasn't the smartest way to go about doing that, but really need to be able to use this stuff.
One less to worry about!
You can just use the health potion. They're still oh, they're all attacking him. It's kind of cold. So many of these things, it's ridiculous. I don't understand. Oh, that's nice. Okay, but I got hit. Alright, come back down, buddy. Nope, quit doing that. Quit being an idiot and come back down. Looks like that's it. Aveline, perhaps? This looks like that's... Oh, nope, that was Offenders. That's Offenders too. No? It's not, it's at Luther. Okay. My dog's saying. Not doing a whole lot of damage though. I'm guessing. It doesn't look like it anyway. And not do it. That's so stupid. Can I do this? This is so stupid. Where is that going? Oh, Fenders. Really struggle to see where that goes. Wouldn't think you'd want that, but you do. Okay. So heal him. I need to go back into healing mode. Do some group healing. Oh, where did I go? You probably should not stand so close. You're being an idiot.
Go down now!
Okay, cool. He still has so much health left. It's stupid. You should probably be casting spells on him right now. Oh,
For all of us. A waste of life, but not a choice.
For freedom! Teach you to mess with a maid.
These things are really annoying. Do not like this boss fight.
Unworthy.
Just the fact that he goes up there and then like continues to attack me for like half an hour. Wow, that's a lot. Alright. Need to put some damage down on all of this. Should be able to. Oh, this man is really low now and he's taking a ton of damage. Should be able to heal him though. Actually, group heal might not be a bad idea. Does he have Cone of Cold? No, he's out. Let's do Cone of Cold on all these. Oh man. Hopefully there's not. There's probably, yep, here's the second wave. Oh wow, okay. Anders is still taking a long. He's stunned. That's great. Terrific. He's about to die. So is Pimmers. Yeah, I'm not liking this boss fight too much. I don't know. It's kind of annoying. It's not so much hard as it's really lengthy. I guess I wouldn't mind it so much if after I beat all these things, this thing didn't put fireballs at me for like half an hour.
I'll deal with this!
Alright. I'm gonna do group heal, and then I need to switch out of this. My mana's out of max. That actually freezes them. I'm surprised. This thing looks really hard.
Destructive forces of nature, coming up!
Nope. Nope, that's taking some damage. This is so much damage. Alright, quit following me. Alright, so this will... Sounds retarded. Sounds like a little girl screaming or something. Alright. So you guys go over there and take some of the aggro, hopefully. Anders and I will attack him. That's all we can do. Anders is still getting attacked. It's unfortunate because he ran into him. Who's it? Oh. Too bad the dog doesn't have a helmet. Oh look, he didn't actually spend forever doing that. It's better like, I mean I'm only halfway to the next level, but it's better like level 1.
I'll deal with this!
This is ridiculous. You know what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get this thing down to like next to no health, and then out of nowhere he's just gonna one hit all of us. And then all this will be. Hate that. Alright, let's do some Coca-Cola on him. Which doesn't really seem to slow him down. It's taking quite a bit. It's reasonably low. Alright, you're gonna have to use a health potion. I don't know if he stopped. Oh crap.
Hope no one else needs this.
That was really close. She's taking so much damage. It's ridiculous. Alright. Do some lightning. Okay, we're getting pretty close. Oh crap. He can't take another thing. Oh cool. He has healing. It's really close. I'm gonna be so mad if we die. Did she use a thing? Nope. Don't think I can save her now at this point anyway. Does he have anything? No, not really. Do this again. She might be able to finish him off. If he doesn't get up there. That was really close.
I'm your worst nightmare!
Thankfully. Am I gonna do a cool jumping animation on the side? That was not that nice. I mean, it was a decent bit, but that was probably not worth it. Oh, it's probably something I need. I think it was. Some quest. Maybe what? No, okay. It better be worth a ton of money. Save. If this crashed right now, I would cry. Looks like we can go further over here. Let's see. That's kind of weird. It looks like you can go up there. Apparently you can't. Huh. The map design in this, not to mention that they reuse a ton of maps, but the map design itself is just not very good. I've found at least. This is how you get to it. Apparently. Oh no. Sire, I interviewed the surviving slave this morning. She was horror-struck but managed to tell me her chilling story. The overseer, lined 17 slaves up, one behind the other, at the lip of the quarry. The second slave in line was ordered to push the man in front over the edge. The third slave pushed the second, fourth, the third, and on it went. Workers in the quarry heard the screams, the crack of bone against rock, and then the survivors' anguish cries as the overseer's draglings feasted on the 16 helpless bodies laid upon the quarry's basin. The woman who told me the story was the 17th in line, spared only because no one stood behind her. Sire, I recommend we stop this ugly practice. Effective as it may be in motivating workers, it's also bringing our mind notoriety as a death trap. Stories of the bone pit swirl throughout Kirkwall. The veil is thin enough here, and above the pit is practically ready to sunder. We risk more than simple rebellion, should the overseer be allowed to continue. A letter for Prefect Sanitarius, 35 Ancient. Prefect Sanitarius. The output of the Maharian Quarry is up at almost a third this season, and the overseer has received commendation from the Archon himself. He will speak of your findings to no one. A response from the Magister Quillian, 35 Ancient. So apparently this was a terrible place to be. Where is this? Is this where I'm supposed to go? I guess. Wait, let me back up a little bit. I thought this was the bone pit. Or is this... Oh, okay, that's... Oh, okay. So I did that. Alright. We'll go ahead and get this set up for doing Anders' quest next. But I think I'm gonna get off here. Made a pretty good amount of progress. Alright. I'm getting off here. Bye.